is.
Yeah, it can.
Which for me, I believe then is an opportunity for awareness and learning, which the community feels like we are done, because most of their stance was like we are done teaching people.
I understand it, but kinali kwalinyana leon against it. You know what I'm saying? You know how, because they often stated, because Libo McG, they also had that stance of okay, we were wrong. Okay, now let's try to get somebody to shed more light on this thing, and that episode is going to be broadcasted to these very same people who were supportive.
Yeah.
So is it wrong to try to then change?
Yeah.
You know, because we can see the rod, bro. Yeah. We can see the rod, and when you say okay, it's easy to Google.
Yeah.
It's easy to Google. You know, but we know that people are ignorant, bro. Like I'm not gonna go out and find for this information. I'm not gonna go out and find it. I'm not.
It goes back to what Muriso was saying. What two things can both be right. It is right that for them they feel like we've done too much teaching.
Sure.
And now we are left with the only arsenal, which is canceling, and expose,
letting you feel this shit,
expose or fuck up with your pocket.
Yeah.
Because it's true, from where we are sitting, we feel like if people are really interested in being teachable, they would have even taken certain steps themselves. But there could be a person sitting there who also feels like, you know what, because I'm not affected, the teaching was not in my agenda.
Yeah,
it was not in my radar.
Why should I go learn about this shit?
I don't wake up as Tabang and say, today, let me see which subject I'm very ignorant about.
Yeah, like I don't have trans people around me, but I don't.
Let me make an example. We grew up. Have you ever Googled where did it originate?
No.
Do you know where coolies originated?
No, because I don't give a fuck. It doesn't concern my everyday.
And you saying you don't give a fuck is not a testament to the fact that that's how you look at Indian people.
No. It's just that it's not in my agenda.
It's not in your radar.
I'm not concerned.
Yeah. Until it becomes, like I was always saying, until somebody does the job of putting it on a public discourse and it becomes an agenda.
Yeah, and
then you start watching your steps.
Yeah, okay.
Right now, nobody is ringing around the knuckles for Hubita Indians Makula. Because we do it.
We do, bro. We still do,
right? But the thing is that you're not going to go and bother yourself with, actually, I wonder where did this thing originate. But they are forced to know where Africa comes from. Because the racism that we've decided takes national discourse is the one of white against black.
It's Africa, man.
It's Africa. When
it comes to gender dynamics, when we say GBV, even though GBV, gender stands for male and female, we understand that we mean female, being the victim. So for you to tell me that you have not gone and educated yourself about what is like rape, when women say today to you, I don't expect you as this to tell me that the definition of rape is only physical. No. You haven't taught yourself about what coercion is.
Yeah, because that has been.
Then you are ignorant.
Yeah, because
rape has been on the discourse for so long.
It's been here, bruh, in your fucking
for
face.
So long.
Yeah, it's been.
So for you to now come and tell me that, I didn't know that telling a chick that she'd rather sleep with me, otherwise I'm gonna check her out of my house, may not constitute rape.
It depends who you're talking to.
It depends who you're talking to, but I'm just saying generally.
Yeah.
Not even generally. Maybe generally within your circle.
Yeah.
Because you can't call everybody ignorant for not knowing that.
Yeah.
You can call Des ignorant for not knowing that, because Des is within
my social circles, and I expect that he's exposed to the same information. And
yes, that information is in your line of vision. But the majority of men in the country, you might find that they still haven't grasped that concept. And for a lot of them, they haven't even heard of it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's why
I didn't force myself on her.
I just forced the yes.
Yeah, I just said it's either one guy or
yeah.
So I didn't force you to stay here. Like that's how he rationalizes it
in his head.
In his head. I'm not keeping here. I'm not keeping you here. He's doing that to.
Yeah, you want to cohesion in
Hey, but to him, rape looks like something totally different.
Yeah, to him, rape is
sure. That's why like then woman is like given that stance, ne? And given that there's still a lot of men who still think like that. I don't think now to take a stance hi.
We are dismissing. If you are not interested in learning, you will never learn.
I have a little grievance with that because I feel like it should always be on the day.
But it does not mean. It does not. It goes back to what we were saying last week, ne? The balance.
Yeah, but I can't use that as a scapegoat.
I don't think it's the woman's job to educate the man. Who educated you?
Woman.
No, about like
about life.
Yeah,
in general.
like everything that you know now. Who educated you? Where did you get your education from?
Oh yeah, from home, right?
Or from the school?
Yeah,
education and influence.
Sure.
You know, like there are certain places that we rely upon for information.
Sure.
You know, or disseminating knowledge or information, whatever. I don't think it's fair for you to place the burden of education on a certain individual or a group of people.
Mara.
You see, because if white people need to learn about black, dynamics,
if it's not us,
I don't think it's my job to go and teach the white person to do that shit.
I think partly it is.
Partly, bro. Especially around your circles and the white
because
people.
Because I don't take it as and which is the same thing that they say, by the way. I take it as, bro, like the world in which you're living in, right? You've insulated yourself so much from other races within the country that you found yourself in a position where you don't know shit
about them. Yeah.
You understand? So that time like in your fucking darkness to come and educate you. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But every time, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, right? Every time you fuck up, I'm gonna ride you. I'm gonna ride your ass every time you fuck up.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna come and fetch you from your fucking abyss.
Okay.
Ignorance. To come and teach you. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
But every time you miss a step, I'm on your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna like you. Okay. Because that's teaching too. That's teaching.
That's what I'm gonna do. So don't come. So he cannot say to me, but I did not know. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You've been right at the top of the totem pole for centuries.
There's news.
How do you not know? How do you not know, my nigga?
Yeah.
Right?
So
same as you as the man. How do you not know? There are certain things, right, that are happening in society
to women
that are biased towards you. And biased against women. How do you not know? You know these things.
You know.
So Grandshop, and you asking me to educate you, you actually taking me for a pop.
Yeah, for a little.
You fuck me a pop.
You
fuck me a pop, mfana, because
yes.
Sure.
That's exactly what it is.
You understand?
That's exactly what it is.
It's unfounded. It's offensive.
I just fell off the tree and said this shit.
It's offensive.
Hey man, we didn't say who education needs to look nice.
Anyway, maybe we are using the word education.
Yeah, it doesn't have
loosely
to look
because
nice.
Before education, I think there's what we call awareness, meaning I need to be aware that my behavior is wrong to a certain community. Because there's different levels. There's awareness, then there's taking steps to be educated, then there's influences, which is a whole lot of things because there are content on radio and TV that influence racism.
Sure.
That influence homophobia.
Propaganda.
Right? So my point is, I was even saying Humedi the other time, when we learn about anatomy in the syllabus, which is the foundational age where now you are saying, in order for kids not to fall victim to this thing when they become adults, then we need to make it part of the syllabus, right? So why are we not teaching in school anatomy? While you may have a physical anatomy, maybe we need to consider there's a psychological anatomy, for lack of a better word. Des could have a description of a physical male, but identify as Ntabi saying. So how do we teach that content to kids so that when they grow up, it's not peculiar? So there's a different fight around how we influence the curriculum.
That's
right?
a different fight.
Yeah,
That's a different fight.
That's a different fight where we are saying as a community we would like this on a pedestal. The same way as black people, we always talk about how we know that there is history that is taught in schools that does not show us in a positions of leadership, of authority, of heroes, where we are always subservient, and we are saying we are forcing the school that we should learn about Stephen Biko.
And what's very
Not
important,
Bartholomew Dias.
what's very important to note within all of that is for you to recognize, right, who the onus lies on for spearheading that.
Yeah.
You see, it's not my fight. It's not my fight, right? And because it's not my fight, I'm not the one that's going to go to the Department of Education and advocate for the education of
Queer people.
no.
Right.
They need to
people,
fight.
yeah.
They need to fight that.
You need to fight for it and galvanize us.
Yeah.
Those of us that are allies will then come and support you in that.
Sure.
cause.
Sure.
We are not going to spearhead that.
Sure.
thing.
Sure.
Same as any other
cause.
Yeah. The affected person is the one that needs to initiate.
Yes.
You have to initiate it.
And it's painful.
It is.
Because
Hella.
you are starting from the negative, you are starting from being aggrieved. I mean,
and not being understood, not being, into the ngata, because they wanted to even get to this point where they could even, lash out at McG and actually get a reaction. Like, it's taken years, B.
the same way as the example, yeah, and we've used this before, yeah, how dehumanizing something like rape, right? But unfortunately, evidence sticks more if you don't take a bath, right? So now you are telling me, as the person that was raped, who still has a scent of this man, to stay with this scent until the morning if I decide to report in the morning. Maybe Busibu, but unfortunately, I'm asking you to do the hard work while still being in pain. It's not an easy thing. And that's why you find that if psychologically I say, fuck, I want to rid myself of his smell, of his scent, because
you heard,
and then somebody comes and judges me and say, since evidence. Yes, technically they are right. Technically,
it's insensitive.
they are right. And for them to help you to expedite, they may have needed you to hold on a little longer to the pain and the frustration. But you are not wrong necessarily for how you dealt with it psychologically.
Or how you felt. Yeah. No, I get you.
So,
yeah, because sometimes, especially Hasedu we use that whole education thing as a cop out.
Fana, there's no leniency in getting shit wrong. You see, if that's the first thing you get out of your mind, should be that.
Yeah.
Do not expect
lenience
to fuck up and expect education.
Or leniency.
Fana, if you go to Hillbro, right, in the middle of the night, jewelry all over the fucking place,
and you get
robbed. You think the robber's gonna say, "I'm fine, no, you should not be walking around here looking like that. Tuck your shit in, B. Next time I'm on your ass, though." You think he's doing that?
Nah. You getting robbed, B.
Yeah, run that watch.
Yeah,
run that watch.
And that's how you learn.
That's how you learn.
And that's how you learn, bro.
Matter of fact, run them sneakers too.
And that's how you learn, man. And it's a hard way to learn, but that's how you learn.
That's how you're going to learn.
Yeah, it's a hard way to learn, but
nobody is here to teach you.
Yeah.
Nobody is here to teach you.
No,
besides your peers, right? And by peers, I mean besides the people in your circle that care about you.
Yeah.
We don't care about you, right? We don't care about you. There's no incentive for us to teach you.
Yeah, this shit.
Right. Our primary objective is to kill you.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah.
Because you went to my seat.
Yeah, what was this about?
Right. Yeah, that's why Linto, mob justice. Right. When they catch you stealing,
bro,
our primary objective is to punish you for what you did, and not to teach you.
Yeah, and to post a message to niggas like you.
Yeah. Your family is not gonna do what mob justice did to you.
No, but
they will try to rehabilitate you.
Yeah.
That's their job as people that love you.
Sure.
My nigga, we don't love you.
Yeah. And I like that analogy because my nigga, like social media backlash is mob justice. It looks like mob. Even like you may have not aggrieved me, mara, because ene ke dumellana le molato ono lena se ke kenya skopo da
And jwale,
Ke kenya
I mean,
scopo le
and
nna
wa
jwale.
bona jo, because your expectation of us to educate you, ne, is an implied expectation of us to care about you.
Yeah.
You basically asking us to
care.
care about you.
Yeah, and we don't give a fuck.
That's what you're asking us to do, right? But at the same time, when you were doing what you were doing, you didn't care.
You didn't
did
care.
not care about it.
Yeah, man. I
So
get it.
o
But o sa lefang lona.
You didn't.
I wa follow.
So why should we love you in return?
Yeah.
We don't know you, bro.
Get fucked to fall. Get fucked up. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate, Hore, you know, like the lesson is so painful. You know
Guys,
what I'm saying? But that's what comes with the territory.
You know what, right? Like anybody listening to this, right? The education that you're gonna receive when it comes to these matters,
Yeah.
expect it. That's what's gonna happen
Yeah.
forever. Nobody's gonna take you by the hand if they don't know you. If it's not a friend of yours, anybody that cares about you. When you mess up,
Yeah, it's your ass.
you're gonna feel it.
It's your ass.
That's how your education is going to be dispensed.
Yeah, man. And ebuhlungu jo and yeah, you're ebuhlungu mara. Eish. Yeah, hopefully it becomes, you know, the real justified.
Ask your fucking friends to educate you.
Yeah, I hear that. It's just that I'm hoping especially for the fellas Bo Mac or Vela it was a genuine, you know, like lesson and you know that moment because because it came with a lot of consequences, you know, Old Mutual, you know, and perhaps other sports, and these things are painful because then, you know, it strikes at the bag. But I'm really hoping, okay, then it really becomes a real teacher moment, and then bakahona, you know, hutsoa from that.
Abana motho wa pele ala la chefu. Lefatshe le ithutile ka yena go ntshwana ke chefu.
It's like food. That's how we discovered to
Motho
eat
wa
this.
pele ala la chefu la shwanyela.
So that some of us can survive.
Bona ka tseba go ntshwana ha e jewe ye. Okay, somebody had to get caught.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that it has to.
And
it's unfortunate.
That sometimes you might be that person
Yeah.
through which we learn these lessons.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, bro. It's really unfortunate, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's unfortunate.
Hey, yalo mantwane.
Stay away from that shit.
Kawathi there's unyela last week. Ngala.
Stay away from that shit, B. Stay away. Yeah, especially when it hits the bag, my nigga.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, what
And the thing is, like, the whole thing about hitting the bag, because I was thinking to what Maurice was saying, that nobody's gonna educate you. You shouldn't expect to the same care. It's also human to understand where doubling down comes from, because most people, they would look at something like that and they'll double down on it.
Yeah.
You know, which is also human.
Which is human. And
You know,
I double down, bro. When I'm backed in a corner.
But you can't blame people for going for the bag, because see, if I sit with you as Des and say, and you convince me, nah, but Tabang, I'm not racist, or I'm not homophobic, or I'm not sexist. But nah, I experience you that way. The only thing that I'm gonna say that I see that makes you flourish about this content, I'm gonna go for your pocket.
Yeah, go for the bag, bro.
It is because that's the only tangible thing I can
That's
go
the
for.
only thing you care about.
You can't convince me enough to know those ways don't really represent how I feel in my heart.